Sam Moray, a beacon of somber resolve among Nampa's torpid streets, traced his fingers over the aged case files spread across his desk. Each document whispered tales of the unfathomable, blending the ordinary with the ominous, stirring up echoes of his own traumatic past. Nampa, Idaho, at first glance, was a picture of small-town tranquility, but beneath the facade of waving cornfields and humble storefronts, Sam had unearthed sinister narratives born in the darkest corners of human nature. Now he faced an intricate web of whispers and shadows, a clandestine slave trade operation nestled at the heart of the unlikeliest of places, a church. As he pushed open the heavy oak doors of the sanctuary, a chill of anticipation traced down his spine. The cold, ethereal light seeping through stained glass bathed him in a spectral palette, painting portraits of saints and sinners alike in a silent tableau of judgment. Sam, however, was not here to pray. Sam Moray, a gravelly voice emerged from the pulpit, bathed in a spectral halo of refracted light. Pastor Jeremiah, an imposing figure with storm-gray eyes, regarded him with a wary curiosity. Moray approached the pulpit, his voice steady. "I've heard some troubling rumors, Jeremiah. People disappearing, talk of secret gatherings." His gaze, although steady, concealed the churning unease within. The pastor's lips curled into a cryptic smile. "We are but humble servants of the Lord, Sam," he responded, his tone layered with veiled meaning. Despite his intentions, Sam found himself drawn into the pastor's puzzling words, and his war-torn past was roused. The specter of fellow soldiers, of piercing screams swallowed by concussive blast, threatened to seep into his reality. These echoes of war, a constant undercurrent of his life, shaped him into a resolute seeker of justice. The church's stone-cold silence bore heavy on him as he exited. Nampa was no longer just a town, but a puzzle needing to be solved, a labyrinth with the church at its center. He could almost feel the darkness undulating beneath the surface, a serpentine coil of secrets patiently waiting to be discovered. That night, as the indigo dark draped itself over the town, he sat alone in his office, the glow of a single lamp casting long shadows. He glanced at the church's photograph, the stark Gothic spires reaching for the vast, star-studded canvas of the sky. As he contemplated the mysteries yet to be revealed, he could almost sense the tide of cosmic horror inching closer, ready to envelop Nampa and him in its inescapable grasp. Nampa, cloaked in the deceptive tranquility of a new day, began to stir from its sleep. A deceptive calm enveloped the town while Sam Moray, a solitary figure, cast long shadows against the morning sun. His determination was etched into the early light, a private symphony playing only for those who knew where to look. He returned to the church, now bathed in the ethereal blush of dawn. Entering its hallowed halls, he walked in the wake of whispered prayers and hushed confessions. This time, he aimed to uncover the enigma concealed beneath the sacred symbols and the pious faces, to delve deeper into the shrouded abyss that had ensnared the unsuspecting town. In the church's crypt, he discovered arcane scriptures etched onto the stone walls. Each symbol seemed to squirm under his gaze, an alien language resonating with an energy that prickled at his skin, churning the dread in his stomach. And it was in that suffocating closeness, in the depths of the crypt, that he first heard the murmuring, a sound like 1,000 whispers woven together, a dialogue between the shadows themselves. Yet the world above seemed unperturbed. As he emerged from the church's underbelly, he found himself observing the townsfolk with renewed suspicion. There was a disconcerting rhythm in their movements, an eerie synchronicity that sent cold tendrils of realization creeping up his spine. Their once familiar faces now seemed to be masks hiding an unspeakable secret, their vacant eyes reflecting a life not entirely their own. "Something's wrong, ain't it?" The voice was gravelly, like the crunch of tires on a gravel path. Sam turned to find Old Bill, Nampa's longest residing citizen, observing him from the porch of the local diner. "You could say that, Bill," Sam replied, his gaze scanning the townsfolk. "People aren't themselves." Old Bill simply nodded, his eyes mirroring a wisdom earned through countless summers and winters. "There's a darkness here," he confessed, like a fog, wrapping everything in its cold embrace. The unsettling conversation with Old Bill left Sam steeped in an increasingly maddening puzzle. As the day wore into a velvety dusk, he found himself drawn back to the church, its silhouette a dark sentinel against the setting sun. The mystery had become a relentless pursuit, an obsession that gnawed at his resolve. The cryptic symbols, the strange behavior of the townsfolk, all signs pointing to an encroaching darkness that was gradually claiming Nampa. That night, as he sat in his office, the walls seemed to close in around him. The whispers from the crypt echoed in his mind, a cacophony of alien voices that shattered the silence of the night. He pored over the alien symbols, traced his fingers over the ominous etchings, his mind spiraling into the alien narrative they suggested. A veil of silence had descended upon Nampa, a preternatural stillness that hung over the town like an omen. Sam Moray, caught in the entangling threads of a rapidly deepening mystery, found himself questioning the reality that lay before him. The familiar contours of the small town seemed distorted, its residents entrapped in an insidious masquerade of normalcy. The dawn was a harsh intrusion, splitting the horizon with a merciless light. As he gazed upon the church from his office window, he could almost see the spectral tendrils of alien influence reaching out, ensnaring the unwitting town in its unfathomable web. It was a sight that commanded both terror and awe, a grotesque dance of the otherworldly and the mundane. His heart pounded in his chest as he pushed open the heavy church doors once more. The air was thick with the musty scent of old stone and a tangible presence that crawled beneath his skin. The whispers grew louder as he descended into the crypt, the alien symbols on the walls glowing with an ominous luminescence. In the cavernous underbelly of the church, he discovered the true purpose of the unholy sacraments. The missing townsfolk were here, arranged in a macabre tableau. Their eyes vacant, their bodies thin and fragile, they were merely vessels, shells that harbored an unimaginable horror. He watched in dread as a familiar figure from the town, a lifeless puppet, cradled what appeared to be an alien parasite, a grotesque manifestation of the cosmic nightmare that had ensnared Nampa. Confronted by the unimaginable, Sam felt his grip on reality slipping. His own traumas, the terrors of war, and the echoes of comrades lost mirrored the grotesque reality in the crypt. A potent cocktail of dread and despair overtook him, his past merging with the present in a maddening cacophony of fear. Emerging from the church, he felt the town bearing down upon him, its quaintness now a chilling facade hiding a reality too grotesque to fathom. The people he'd sought to protect were part of a nefarious cosmic game, a dark harvest for alien parasites. His drive for justice had plunged him into an abyss of cosmic horror, his pursuit threatening to unravel his sanity. At the local diner, he found himself in the company of Old Bill once more. The old man's eyes held a strange understanding as Sam unraveled the terrifying truth. "We've become a part of their darkness, haven't we?" Bill asked, his voice a mere whisper. Sam could only nod, his gaze drawn to the haunting spectacle of the church against the night sky. A horrifying realization gripped him. He was not just fighting for the town, but against an alien force that twisted the fabric of reality itself. The town of Nampa, once a beacon of modest charm and small-town simplicity, had now become a grotesque caricature of its former self. The residents, ensnared in the chilling embrace of an alien parasite, moved about in hollow gestures of normalcy. As dawn broke, casting an ethereal glow over the silent town, Sam was forced to reconcile with the terrifying reality. The world as he knew it had been overthrown by an unfathomable cosmic power. Each step towards the looming silhouette of the church felt like a descent into the belly of an alien beast. The unsettling whispers from the crypt now echoed within his mind, the alien script unfurling into a symphony of cosmic horror that played relentlessly against the walls of his consciousness. His own past, drenched in the chaos of war and the torment of lost comrades, echoed the current nightmare, blurring the boundaries between the personal and the cosmic. As he walked through the church, every corner echoed with his own war-torn past. It was in this shadowy cathedral of cosmic horror that the alien intelligence reached out to him, whispering promises of unity, of becoming one with the unfathomable. "Join us, Sam," the voice echoed, not just in the crypt, but within his very mind. It was Pastor Jeremiah's voice, or at least a chilling facsimile of it. "You can overcome your past, embrace the future, embrace us." A choice lay before him, to fight and potentially perish, or to surrender and join the alien consciousness. His PTSD, once a haunting reminder of his past, had become an intimate link to the terrifying entity, a bridge to the abyss. And in the quiet heart of the church, amidst the spectral dance of light through stained glass, Sam Morey made his choice. A sense of calm descended upon him as he succumbed, his consciousness merging with the alien entity, his past traumas dissipating in the cosmic embrace. His surrender was not an act of defeat, but a tragic victory. He had chosen to overcome his past, not by fighting his demons, but by accepting a new, terrifying reality. As the entity coursed through his veins, his identity began to dissolve, his humanity overshadowed by an indomitable cosmic power. Nampa's once vigilant guardian was now a vessel of the same alien horror that had consumed the town. His transformation served as a haunting reminder of the insidious reach of the alien parasites, a chilling testament to the ease with which the human spirit could be commandeered. As the church doors closed behind him, Sam became a part of the shadow that had fallen over Nampa, his journey culminating in a terrifying cosmic union. We appreciate you tuning in. If you fancied the content, show your support with a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to keep up with our eerie adventures. Eldritch Tales Factory has plenty more to offer. Until next time.